guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Vesperia. In the last episode, we started our very own book hunt for Rita. Yeah, okay, let's get the show on the road. Alright, the next place that we need to go to is Heliord. So, I'm just gonna go right on up here and stop by. Let's see if we can actually find it, not get it mixed up with Dongrest again, because I tend to do that a lot. Dongrest is over there? Okay, yeah, this should be Heliord. Alright, so, gonna go into the rising city of Heliord and make our way over to the HQ, which I think this is it. Yep, here it is. Alright, now, should be somewhere in here. We should find a book, I think. Let's see, is this it? Is this it now? Is it in the other room? It might be, actually. Not sure exactly where it is, but let me see. Yes, wait a second. Here we go. Right here in the back of this box. Aha! Urban planning for bustling cities. I wonder why it's here. We found what we're looking for, but there's nobody around at all. What should we do? Excuse me, we'd like to borrow this book. That's okay, right? To the ceiling? Really? I don't hear any objections. Let's take the book and go. I don't know how anyone could hear such a quiet voice. That is some great borrowing skills right there. Excuse me, we're taking this book. There's a guard right there. We could have asked him. But then again, he probably would have said no. So, let's just take it and go. Alright, so heading out of here, return to field map. We have what we came for, so... Baul, thank you. Little late there on the response. Anyway, opening up the map, the next place that we need to go to is Capuatorum, which is right over here. We are not far away at all. Just a short hop away, practically. Close the map and go into Torin. And what do we have here? Hey, so we meet again. The Hunting Blades. And for once, we're not out to kill each other. But wait, I want to talk to Nan. Carol. Nan, what about you? Do you have anything to say to this kid? Master, We're heading to Dongrest. Make sure you're back by tomorrow morning. Well, they sure are understanding. Chief, thank you. So, what is it, Carol? Well, there's something I wanted to talk to you about, Nan. I'm sorry for always being so wishy-washy and for causing you nothing but trouble. But during my travels with Yuri and everyone else, I figured out what's really important to me. That's why. Can you just stop bothering me? You only ever think about yourself, Carol. Even if you've learned what's important to you, nothing's ever going to change if you stay as weak as you are. I'll get stronger. I'll prove myself to you, Nan. I wonder. You've always talked big, but nothing ever comes out of it. It might be impossible, but I want you to believe me. I'm different, Nan. I've changed. Alright, I'll teach you a technique of mine. If you can master it in one night, I'll reconsider how I feel about you. In one night? Sounds like we'll be spending the night here. Oof! Alright, so... there he goes, off the train. In this technique, you jump into the air, then use all of your weight to fall downwards, head first. What do you think? You'll never be able to master it until you man up and stop being such a coward. I've got to try. And we're staying the night for real. Did he do it? Did he impress the lady? Did he? He looks certainly beaten up. He must have a concussion or something. Sorry for making you wait. Carol, I'll never forgive you if you die while I'm gone. Looks like things didn't go so badly. Okay, so he learned the Rending Drop Arcane Art, which we'll be checking out sometime later. Looks like he impressed the lady. Okay, let's go ahead and equip it. You know I gonna do this? Let's put him into here, and then do this. Which art is it? I'm starting to lose track of what arts he has. Okay, let's see. Arcane art. Arcane art is down here. Rending drop. That sounds more like a downward strike thing. Alright. Rending drop. Here we go. Dive down and land on your head to send a shockwave at the enemy. That sounds kind of painful. Alright, so the next time we get into a battle, we'll be showing that off. But for now, I'm going to play as Yuri before I get thrown off in the next battle and be like, why am I playing as Carol? The next thing that we want to do here is head over to the Fortunes Market area building thing. Is this it? I don't think this is it, no. Okay, this should be it right here, I think. I keep forgetting which buildings are which here. Yep, here we go. What we originally came here for, that art is just a side thing that was conveniently placed here. Yeah. Let's see, it should be somewhere in here. Check, here we go. And somehow that guy is just like gone. Is this the book you're looking for? Yes, there's no mistaking it. That's Reflections on the Scent of the Sea. Oh, so you're interested in my autobiography. Perhaps the allure of high seas profit has finally caught your eye. You wrote this? What the... Oops, I mean, could we have it? Straight and to the point as usual. You may have that book if you like. Study it well. You might learn something. Ye-go! Thank you. This helps a lot. Oh my, all the interest in my life story and words of thanks from you, I can feel the winds of change blowing across the sea. She certainly is getting a lot more polite, isn't she? And this guy is just back again all of a sudden, and Kaufman is nowhere to be seen. Anyway, heading back out, we have another place to go to. I believe we have 2 more books to find. Alright, come on. Head out of Torim. I kind of think that I should pick up some supplies here, but I'm okay for now. I'll pick up supplies later. We're not quite going to go and fight anything yet, so nothing really needed there. But anyway, the next place that we want to go to, those clouds are actually really pretty. The sky looks normal! That is a rarity these days. Except for the gigantic thing about to eat us in the top corner, but still. Anyway, next place that we're going to head to is Mantake, which we are going to be arriving at pretty dang soon. Alright, just come right over here, and it should be just ahead. Pretty quick, if I do say so myself. I love Baul! Alright, so come over here. Mantake is right over these mountains. Head down, and head in to Mantake. Now, the place that we want to go to is into the inn. Alright, now check these bookcases. I kind of figured it'd be here. Seems like it should be around here. Oh, here it is, It's The Legend That Sleeps in the Searing Sands. Well, this book belongs to the inn, doesn't it? Yep. Is there something you wanted? Well, it's about this book in this shelf here. Oh, that? That shelf is full of books that guests have accidentally left in the inn when they've stayed here. To be honest, we don't have any use for them at all, and guests hardly ever come back for their books. You can feel free to do whatever you'd like with any of the books on that shelf. Let's take them all and sell them! So you mean you don't mind if we take one of them? No, go right ahead. In fact, that shelf fills up pretty quickly. We've just been throwing away the books whenever it gets full. Wow, wasteful. Alright, we'll take it then. Thank you. Alright, so we got that. We're moving right on along with this. We should be finishing up pretty quickly, actually. Okay, heading out one more time. And the next area that we want to go to is... If I can get into Baul really quickly. Baul! Alright, open up the map. The next place that we want to go to is Arnian, which is right over here. I'm gonna just fly over really quickly. Shouldn't take too long. Close this because I already know where I'm going. And here we go. Actually, that's I think that was... I forget what that was, actually. Alright, climb down. me! Yay, I escaped. You're not catching me today! Alright, heading into Arnian, and it should be in the HQ, which is over here. Here, what's this guy have to say again? Wow. Okay. Yeah, we already talked to them, but I was wondering if they said anything else differently. I guess not. Alright, so the book should be in this drawer right here. I see that Flynn's a clean freak as always. Hold on, what's that book? Oh, it says Against a Backdrop of New Hope. Bingo! That's what I was looking for. Oh, good. I come back to my room, and what do I see but a thief? So what else is new? Hey, don't be so harsh. At least refer to me as an honorable outlaw. Honorable outlaws are seldom so immodest as to refer to themselves as such. Details. So what is such an honorable outlaw doing in my room? Sorry, but could you give us this book? Yuri? Flynn, my dear friend, could you somehow give us this book? Please? Wow. Somehow that doesn't sound entirely sincere. Yuri, when will you ever learn? Alright, you can have the book. Thank you! Thank you! I like how he's looking at the ceiling. You fool, faking politeness is even harder than just asking direct. Obtained against a backdrop of New Hope. Alright. So you've finally gotten all of them? Yep, I've collected all 5. Now I can go and take that test. Going out to look for books all across the world. What a crazy test. Oh, the real test has yet to begin. There will be a written test that requires using these books as reference material. Just thinking about taking the tests makes my head hurt. Wouldn't you like to give it a try, just to see how you do? Nah, I wouldn't have a chance. I don't care about that what's-his-face degree anyway. Yeah, giving something like that to you would be like casting pearls before swine. Oh, that's harsh. Hey, who are you calling swine? That is harsh, jeez. But now I kind of wonder, we got all those items. Yep. Can I actually read it now? Okay. I was just kind of wondering. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Okay, we're gonna head out here, and the next stop is Namco Bandai Isle. Namco Bandai Isle. I still can't believe that I didn't realize that Namco Bandai Isle was Namco Bandai. Namco Bandai! Masay, you are so dense, I can't even believe. Alright. Heading up into Baul again, and open up the map. Namco Bandai Isle is, of course, all the way up there. So just head right on over here. We're not too far away, just like everything else. I keep saying, we're not too far away, we're not too far away. You'd figure that I'd learn by now that nothing is far away with Baul here to fly us everywhere. Really. Alright, so heading right on over here. Namco Bandai Isle is right up on this island that's coming up. Let's see. No, it is not coming up. I'm going in the opposite direction. Thank you for realizing that. Now heading down. And enter. And I came through the back entrance this time. I don't think I actually showed this yet. This is the back entrance of Namco Bandai Isle. All sorts of games over here that we can't actually play. There's not really much point to this back area, but there's actually something I wanted to point out that's here. Yeah, whatever. Now, if we come up here, look at this taiko drum. That is actually a game that I once owned. It was like a taiko thing. It came with this original controller where it was actually like a little mini taiko drum, and it had like 2 sticks that you could pound against it. And it was kind of like a rhythm game. I can't remember exactly what the title of the game was, but I owned it at one point on the PlayStation 2. I actually really liked that game. That game was really fun, except I kind of broke it after a while. But anyway, let's head on in here, ignoring the reference that's out there. This is cool. How did you get here so fast? You were just in Torum Harbor. You always seem to be getting yourself into pickles. Oh, no rest for the wicked, though I guess that doesn't really apply here. Is something the matter? I've been helping with the festival here, you see. See that guy over there? He's been over there in the casino corner cleaning everyone out for a while now. Oh, he must be really good. Either that or he's cheating and pretty skilled at it too. Either way, at this rate, he's gonna ruin the festival for everyone. But I guess this is something I can't really ask you to help me with now, is it? In other words, all we need to do is make him leave. Oh, can you do that? I'd be happy to give you a reward if you can manage to get him to go away. You could think of it as an official request to your guild. A reward for a successful job, you say. But Judith, can you really do that? I wonder. I won't know unless I try. Uh-oh. I sense seduction. Do you have a minute? Oh, what the hell do you want? You seem to be doing very well. You're a pro, right? You don't see real professional gamblers around here very often. Gambling is my life. When I'm playing, time and space cease to have any meaning. All that remains is betting and then winning. And getting rich. Oh, really? Then do all these easy opponents do it for you? Or are you looking for more of a challenge, perhaps? What do you mean? Wait, you couldn't be. Huh, Judy's determined, alright. Looks like she's starting to put her strategy into gear. When did Judith change into that outfit anyway? It's magic. Hey, come to think of it, that's a good question. That outfit's pretty over the top. You may have already noticed, but I'm not cheating or anything. It seems that way, but this place was set up so that everyone can have a good time. You know what happens when a pro like you gets serious against a bunch of amateurs. I play him like I see him, that's all it is. If you're so intent on getting rid of me. I thought it might come to this. Alright, I'll accept your challenge. If I lose, I'll give up everything I've won and never come in here again. What about you? Then I'll bet... I can't hear too well. What did she just... Uh-oh. Couldn't hear either. I wonder what she bet. I don't need many guesses. Alright, it's a bet. What's your game of choice? Ah, yes. How about this? Alright. So, she's getting started. You start with one to see how many you can get by the end. Also, we can both watch to make sure that neither of us cheats. Are you good on the rules now? Alright, so there they go. Looks like I ended up with 1,200 chips. Alright, now it's your turn. Wait, do I actually have to play this? Really? No! I thought this was just a cutscene! Well then. I'm scared. I'm gonna lose, and Judith is gonna do something very not good. Okay, so I have, let's bet half. Alright, select card, let's do this, I guess? Hey, one pair! I didn't get anything. I don't think, you know, in all honesty, I don't think we actually have to win this. Which is good because I really suck at this. But I kind of want to see what happens if you do win, so I'm gonna actually try this here. Ooh, this looks promising. Let's see. Crap, I meant to select, not actually swap out. Try doubling the bet. High. Doubled. Yes. Low. Sweet. High. Okay. Let's take our winnings and run. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can work with here. Let's do this. Okay, so I really sucked. Looks like I won, doesn't it? I really wonder what happens if you actually win. Yes, I lost. But you know, I'm tired of this place. I don't need the money here anymore either. What's gotten into you? Dunno. I guess a new casino is just calling my name, and I've got to answer. You're a good sport. Yeah, I was able to play against you. That's the most important thing. Wink, wink. Until we meet again. You may have lost the game, but you did great. Thank you. Now for your reward. 15,000 gold. Very nice. I was surprised at how quickly he left. I thought he'd put up more of a fight or something. Are all gamblers like that? Who knows? Not me. But he played honorably. It was a fun match. Hey, Judith, you bet something while you were playing against him, right? I couldn't hear what it was. What did you bet? I told him that if he won, he'd never have to pay for food or drinks here again. What? He earns his living by gambling, after all. A bet of anything else would have been an insult. His very way of life was on the line. Judith earned the legendary gambler title! Madam President! A strange man is going around to all the food and around to all of the food stands and taking food without paying. And he keeps saying, put it on my tab. What do we do? Uh-oh. Nice job, Judith. Nice job. And we have a character skit, Casino Crasher.
I had no idea you were so good at cards, Judith.
Really? I don't think I'm anything special.
Come to think of it, I've heard of her before.
Really? You knew Raven?
Yeah, I heard a rumor or two about a wandering gambler who rides a dragon. They say that the casinos she's gone to have gone bankrupt, one by one.
Someone who rides a dragon? That's gotta be Judith.
The stories get bigger every time they're told. All I did in Nordopolica was destroy the Blastia. Anyway, let's stop talking about silly things and get a move on.
You know, they say it wasn't just one or two casinos that gambler put out of business.
Wow, so she really is a legendary gambler. Even though I really sucked at that game and lost. Wonderful. Alright, so, that title that we just got, and I just keep selecting the wrong things. Stop selecting the wrong things, thank you. Going to Judith, legendary gambler. She gets to keep this outfit, which actually looks really nice on her. That is actually really nifty looking. It's more casual than her normal outfit, that's for sure. Not sure how that red does for her, though. I'm kind of used to seeing her in, like, purples. But I like it. Very nice. Alright, Super Dragon Rider, I guess. There we go. Sweet. That looks more like the Judy we know. Alright, so I was originally going to start taking that test, but I wasn't expecting that cutscene to pop up. So, next time, we will be actually taking the Miska doctoral degree. So I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela